there, and welcome to episode number 1 of UpSell, your repository for anything and everything sales related. My name is Josh Mastel, and I'm just really excited to finally be starting this vlog, if you want to call it, or channel. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I'm just now finally getting to it, and I'm going to be really consistent with getting as much content out there to you as possible. Let me give you a little background of why I'm doing this. So my story is born and raised in Chicago, always representing. I'm living in Charlotte right now, but I've been in sales my entire life. Since I was a kid, the only thing I ever remember doing to earn money is selling, whether that was a paper route as a young kid. I even went on to sell, I think every single person in my hometown owns a set of Cutco knives, if you've ever met one of those salespeople. And then after I graduated college, I just went into the sales world professionally. So climbed the ladders as a salesperson. I failed, I succeeded, towards the last 6, 7, 8 years of my life, found some really great success in managing large sales teams, being promoted from a salesperson to a manager, to a director, to eventually a vice president, and just managing really large successful sales teams. So I'm really passionate about the topic. I've seen a lot on the topic of salespeople and sales teams and that kind of thing. So I wanted to create this channel to be a resource for anyone that's in the sales world taking it seriously as a profession. I want them to have somewhere to come to where they can learn, and we can collaborate together to learn things from other people or learn things from my experience and things that I'm seeing in the industry. I now run and manage a sales consulting company that helps organizations scale and grow and build really successful sales teams. So I see a lot of things. So whether you're a salesperson, a young person wanting to get into the sales world, a sales manager, a sales director, a CEO of a company, at the end of the day, sales is the only thing that drives our businesses, and it's really important. And I remember, being a young person or a new manager in the role, and if you didn't have someone or don't have someone inside your organization or your boss to go to that you really trust, I wanted to create this place where we can come and I can just share every single thing that I'm learning out there and just give all my content and all my knowledge and everything I'm seeing away. So to you guys. So that's the first point of why I'm doing this and what this is. The second point is, as a new entrepreneur myself, I've been in corporate America for the last 10 years, and just earlier this year I left to start my own organization. As I said earlier, that's consulting to companies, helping them grow and scale their sales teams. I'm learning a lot. I've learned more in the last 6 months as a new entrepreneur than I have in the last 6 years of my life, and I want to be able to share that with everyone too. This kind of my journey of starting from scratch and building a company and all the things that go along with that, the good and the ugly. I know the entrepreneur is the catchword these days, where everyone wants to be an entrepreneur and start your own business, and I want to be able to give the good and ugly about what it's really like. So I'm going to share that journey along with giving away some of this content to you about how I'm doing, how I'm growing this business, the things I'm struggling with, so you can see firsthand what it's like. So what this is going to consist of is, I'll be talking to you quite a bit when I'm just randomly coming across things that I'm learning. I'm going to have I have currently a lot of guests lined up to speak to you, whether those be sales managers, really great salespeople, young salespeople, millennials, what that young generation's thinking and that kind of thing. So I'll have some guests on here to keep things fresh. I'm going to keep it light. I'm going to keep it entertaining, and I'm just really excited to get things going. So for today, I do want to leave you with my first topic. And it's a topic that I'm probably the most passionate about. I'm actually so passionate about it that I named my company after it. The Unentitled Project is the name of my company. It's the topic of entitlement. And I feel like all the times that I've ever been unsuccessful or failed, or the times that I've seen other people fail or not be successful, this word entitlement always comes to my mind. I feel like my generation, the Millennial Generation, and any generation really, has this entitlement within them that I think holds them back. And I'm talking about entitlement as it applies to success. So many people, for point number one here, so many people feel like it's everybody else's job to make them successful. And I think that the way that our education system and a lot of things of how kids are raised and brought up before they enter the real world creates a lot of this. But at the end of the day, for point number one here for you, it's nobody else's job to make you successful except for yourself. It's not your boss's job. It's not your parents' job. If you're not getting what you need, what you feel you need to be successful, it's not anyone else's fault as to why you don't have that. There's no reason that you can't yourself search out books of people who've done it before, or search out the best salesperson or the best professional you know and pick their brain. At the end of the day, it's on you to be successful and no one else. So the first point here in getting rid of entitlement from your life is understanding that it's up to you and nobody else for you to be successful. The second point is that you don't actually deserve to be successsul. So I've seen so many people who grew up really talented and had life kind of, maybe easy for them, or even if it wasn't easy for them, they always naturally found success, whether that be in sports or school or anything like that. But at the end of the day, once you enter and cross the plane into the real world, especially in the sales world, highly competitive sales world where there's a lot of opportunity, this is a jungle. And it's not as easy as just showing up and thinking that you deserve to be successful because you showed up. So point number two, make sure you're getting rid of the idea that you think because you check the boxes that you deserve to be successful. That's not the case. And the last point here is, I really want to drill home, is for you to understand that life isn't fair. I've heard so many people over the course of my management days, folks coming in and seeing success, and then things go wrong and they're not successful, and the words come out of their mouth that it's not fair, or they didn't get the right territory, or they didn't have the same customer base, or they weren't given the same training and it's not fair. At the end of the day, my motive has always been, and my motto has always been, I'm going to let the 99% of people out in the world complain and moan about what's not fair and think about what's not fair. I'm going to create my own destiny by carving a path, by working a little bit harder, by searching out the hard road to walk down, the tough road to walk down, while everybody else wants to take easy street. So that's what I got on the topic of entitlement today. Please share this with folks that you think it could be beneficial to. Down below here in this channel is any means in which you can get in touch with me. Follow me on other social networks where I'll be sharing a lot of this stuff as well. At the end of the day, please send in questions, comments below on any kind of topics that could be helpful for you or your organization. I'd love to make sure I'm either finding some great guests to bring on to cover those or cover those myself. So I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you so much.